Welcome to another episode of A2Z by SRG. A2Z by SRG, that's SRG, Super Retro Gamer. Anyway, today we are talking about a particularly interesting topic. Is the console dying? In other words, is the console just going to disappear out of our lives?
You know what, that's a really good question, and I'm just going to read a quick quote from Peter Moore, who's a former Xbox executive when he was speaking with IGN, and he says, "Why do I need to spend $400 or $500 on a bespoke piece of gaming hardware when I've got my smartphone, or I've got my PC or my Mac, and I can do things with a pretty decent controller?"
Interesting, because a lot of people buy an expensive phone. £1,000 phone, £800 phone, some people pay less, I appreciate that. But you can buy an expensive phone quite easily these days.
Yeah.
Laptops. My laptop, this one here, bought it in 2019, 18 I think it was. It's £2,000. But my console, £500. Do I need my console?
That is honestly a very good question. It really is, because we spend so much money on this particular bit of hardware which we think has all bells and whistles, when we can go out and spend half the money, or if not the same money, on a device that probably does more. I mean, a laptop you can use as a gaming laptop, you can do your homework, you can do your coursework, you can do whatever you want.
Wish I could do homework, too old for that.
Okay, business work, business proposals. It can be used as a multi-tool device, whereas a gaming device, a gaming console, is a gaming console, and a media center, if you want to call it that as well.
Right.
It is a very interesting one, and that quote really resonated with me, because it got me thinking, especially about a friend of mine who is a massive PC gamer, and he doesn't like consoles, but he also has an Xbox Live subscription on his PC, and we're playing Forza on his PC, and it was the first time I ever played Forza on a PC, and I didn't even know that you could do that, and it's only recently now I've learned that I can get rid of my PS5 if I wanted, and get a PlayStation subscription and use that on my laptop.
Right. So
there's no need for me to buy that hardware.
Yeah.
It's just a really interesting time for gaming. What's your take on it?
So I haven't had a PlayStation since the PS4. I didn't buy the PS5.
Yeah.
I didn't buy an Xbox Series X. It was given to me as a birthday present by my brother, and I bought the online membership, online subscription, whatever you want to call it, and did the Game Pass.
Yeah.
And Game Pass. So loads of games. The volume of games that were there was fantastic. So I found myself going, I don't need to buy a game. I'm just paying this subscription continuously.
Yeah.
Month in, month out, the subscription's going out. And me being me, I thought, hold on, I like physical media. I still play my Super Nintendo, my Sega Mega Drive, I've got my N64, my Dreamcast, I've got my old consoles, and I just put in the game, the disc, the cartridge, and I get to play it today, a decade, 2 decades later. I can't do that with Game Pass. If I buy the Series X, or whatever the next version of Xbox is, or the PS6, or the PS7, or whatever it's going to be, at some point, I won't be able to play those games again. So, is the console dying in that environment? I know we talked about this, but I suddenly thought, you know what, maybe the console's not dying. Maybe the console's evolving. Maybe it's gone from a physical device that sits in your room to you just have an online version of that device.
So, kind of like Steam, would you say?
Yeah, basically. You're running Steam.
Yeah.
You're connecting to servers. As long as the servers are running.
Yeah.
You don't need a console. Do it on your PC, do it on your Mac, do it on your phone. Like what we're recording this on, I've got Steam on that phone.
Oh, happy days. So you do and all that kind of stuff on your phone.
I could reconnect my Xbox Live online membership, download the app onto the phone and play it on the phone.
Would you say then, why, sorry, let me rephrase that. The question is then, why are we buying consoles?
So, I think we're buying consoles because we're used to it.
Okay.
And I think there's a smaller section within the community that wants to buy it and hold it. Someone like myself, I like to collect consoles, you know that.
Yeah.
You collect consoles as well, we collect games. Between all of us, our friends, we've probably got a few hundred different consoles dotted around in different houses.
Yeah.
Now, will I buy the next version of the PlayStation or the Xbox or the Nintendo Switch? I don't know right now.
I mean, it took me a while to come to the conclusion that I want a PS5, because I was like, there's not much the PS4 couldn't do, but the PS5 could do, right? Other than games. I mean, I could still get EA FC 24 on a PS4, but I was like, I'm going to treat myself to a PS5. But the one thing I don't like about this iteration of console is the laziness beside it. But I think that's another question. That's another conversation for another day. But this platform, the PlayStation 5, is probably the most. It holds I hold most games on a digital library, whereas beforehand I only had physical media. I've got one physical media on the PS5, and that's EA 24.
So on that, you know, if you've got physical media, you need a physical device.
Yes.
But that's not how things are evolving. Everything's becoming more and more online.
Yeah.
People have got a larger and larger digital library. So the console, at some point, is going to become redundant.
Do you think we're seeing that now with the new Xbox and the new PlayStation that's coming out? Because the new Xbox Series X, the revamped white version now that's out there, I think is digital only.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Okay.
And the PS5 Pro, I think is digital
How
only.
many different versions are there?
Well, there's a 30th anniversary, but let's not talk about that.
Isn't that like £2,000 or something crazy?
£1,000.
That's ridiculous for a console.
Yeah.
Sorry, I digress.
No, that's cool.
Carry on.
So the PS5 Pro is a digital console.
Okay.
But you can buy a disc drive for an extra £80.
Oh, it's extra.
Extra.
Wow. Okay, so they really want you to just go the digital route then.
So would you say then, in light of what you were saying, what we were both saying actually before this, the next generation of consoles, it won't surprise me in any way, shape or form that digital only.
I think it'll be the last. I think it'll be the last iteration. I keep saying iteration. Why do I keep saying that? The last generation of consoles where the focus is to buy the device. Because I think as a business with Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, I think there's more value. They'll get more revenue, more profit through their software, through software licensing, and getting that subscription model. I think that's where they'll make more money, so they focus on that. Plus, with modern gamers, not myself, people who like to play in the online world, who are happy to sit in a room with a headset on and play the game, they don't need the device. They just need a really good internet connection, they need the game, and they need access to the online world. That's all they need.
Yeah.
Whereas what I need to play gaming is I need my friends around me. I want to sit in the same room and have pizza and drinks and play the games together.
Yeah.
So it's a different market. And I think it's evolved. And from a business perspective, I think Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo are doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But for me personally, that's a no.
I echo what you say, because I'm the same. I'd rather have the device, have my friends over, and have a wicked night of gaming over food. But again, like you said, it's evolving. We had our moment in the sun, per se, moment in the sun.
The golden era of gaming, as I call it.
Yeah. Let's just take a moment. Okay. The golden era of gaming. We've had our time. This is another generation.
It's their era now.
And I'm sure 10, 15 years on, they'll be having such videos, they'll be having these conversations with their friends.
Maybe it'll be VR.
Oh, maybe.
Reality.
Well then, you know what, thanks for actually bringing that up.
Oh, you want?
With the world of VR, that's just making that whole gaming experience with your friends, it's bringing it closer, but bringing it further apart, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, psychology, let's not get into that.
Okay, fine.
Long.
Okay.
It's long.
Another video?
Definitely.
Cool.
So, do you think the console's dying?
It's dying, it's not dead. I think maybe one more iteration, you got me saying it, one more generation of consoles. So I think post PS6 and Xbox Series, whatever, I think that'll be the last of it.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
I think 2 more generations. I think the next one that's coming out,
Mm-hmm.
then after that, there'll be perhaps one more version, and then everyone's going to be like, right, everything's just online. Just stream it, download it, and that's it.
Cool. Awesome.
Nice. All right, man.
Awesome.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you soon in episode 3.
Number 3.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.